Hi everyone, welcome back to Decorate with Dana and welcome to my first Christmas 2020 decorating video. We're going to start off with my Christmas coffee bar, and I'm also going to show you that DIY chunky knit garland. I'm going to show you that first just because I had a lot of people in my last video ask for a tutorial on that. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of glass that we purchased at Home Depot for the top of my coffee bar, and then we will get decorating. Okay, so you have like 6 or 8 inches in the palm of your hand. This is just the tail of the garland. And you're gonna put this in your hand like this, and then you're gonna be using these first 2 fingers, your pointer finger and your middle finger. And so from here, you're gonna pull it around and then loop it around so that you have 2 loops on each finger. I don't pull it too tight because then it's harder to pull this loop over. So now you're gonna take the loop that's at the bottom and pull it through, and this one and pull it through. And then you just repeat this process a couple times before you pull your tail through. So again, so you've done it and this is what it looks like. Again, you wrap it around. So again, you have 2 loops, so you will only have to wrap it one more time because you'll always have a loop on your finger. And you just flip it around to, again, taking the one at the base. Then I'm gonna take my tail and I'm gonna start to pull it through. It helps me kind of pull it tight. So then this will just stay here, and then you just keep wrapping and then pull your tail. And then wrapping, pull your tail. So I'm gonna speed this up. I usually actually put this on the floor because then I can just unravel it as I go. And again, 2 loops, the one at the base, pull it over, and you'll see your garland start to come together. This is just the yarn I like. You can use any yarn you want. I will link the yarn down in the description box that I used exactly. I like it just because it's really soft and really fluffy. It's like a blanket yarn. I'm not really a knitter, so I don't know much about it, but it is a yarn used to make like really fuzzy blankets. So I'm gonna link this down. They have different colors. They have a ton of different colors. So I just wanted white because I'm gonna put this on one of my flocked trees as a really pretty garland to kind of make it look like a little snowy tree. So I'm gonna speed this up, and I'll come back and show you how to end it. So one more time, slow, around, 2 loops on each of your fingers. Pull it over the bottom loop, pull it over, and then just pull this. Okay, so when I get to however long I want it, I didn't make it this long for the sake of the video, just so I could show you how to end it and start it. When you get to the length, you can see it's a really pretty, just chunky knit garland, super soft. So I love this yarn, but again, you can find, there's so many beautiful yarns out there that you could do this with. So when I get to the end, I've got my last 2 loops. I've pulled them over, I've pulled it tight. So these last 2 loops are on my fingers. I'm just going to cut so that I have, you know, maybe 6 or 8 inches. And then I'm going to take the end and I'm gonna take my finger out of this loop and pull it through. And then I'm gonna take my finger out of this loop and pull it through, and it will kind of like knot it off. And that's it. So here you have your chunky knit garland. You can use this on a mantle. The end I started with, I do usually just add a knot also just to make sure it doesn't unravel. It really doesn't. I mean, I haven't always done that, so I just am doing it now just to make sure it doesn't unravel at all. So I just add a knot there also, and I add a knot on the other side just to, again, keep it so it doesn't unravel at all. I don't think it would, but. So this is it. And then this can go on a mantle, on a tree, on a tray, wherever you'd want to put it. And it's just really easy. And like I said, there's a ton of other colors that you can do this with, and different types of yarns, and ones that have different color threadings that would be really pretty also. So I just wanted to add this tutorial in because my last video, a bunch of people asked for it. So I thought I would add it in so that if you wanted to get started with making this, you have this. Okay, so next we're going to go on to this piece of glass that we purchased from Home Depot. As you can see, it is actually cracked in that one corner, which is okay because we are cutting that side off. So this is an 18 by 36 inch piece of glass. Unfortunately, that was the biggest that we could find at Home Depot. I mean, I could have gone to a glass store and spent triple the amount that I paid for this. This was only $12, and then we bought the little scoring kit to be able to cut the glass. So honestly, for 20 bucks, I got a piece of glass that is about 2 inches short on either end, but it really doesn't matter. So we just scored the glass, and I missed the clip where I actually you were able to break it off in a clean line. And now I'm just cleaning it and getting it ready to put on top of the coffee bar. Hi everyone, welcome back to Decorate with Dana. So in today's video, we are starting off our Christmas 2020 decorating with my favorite area to decorate, and that's my coffee bar. So I am really excited to decorate this area. Like I said in my last video, it's my favorite place to start. Kind of gets me in the mood, and then every time I decorate, I can come over and make a really yummy cup of coffee or hot cocoa and get started with my other decor. So we are going to kick off our Christmas decorating with this area. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you a couple things and then we'll get decorating. Okay, so this is, some of the things I'm going to be using, but there's definitely a lot more that I'll be grabbing from my bins that are all stacked in my dining room, which is a disaster right now, but that's okay. A couple things I wanted to show you. It was so exciting when I unpacked my bins. It was like Christmas came early because there was things that I picked up on clearance last year that I totally forgot about. So there's things that I probably bought that I'll end up returning this year because I bought some things at the end of last year. But one of the things I bought was this. It's a 4-pack of these little stars, and I think they are so cute. So these were from Pier 1 at the end of the season last year, and they were $19.99. I'm pretty sure I paid like $8 or something, and they're so pretty. So there's 4 different sizes. So I'm thinking that on my chalkboard, I want to hang the largest size as kind of like a wreath. And because I think what I'm going to be doing with these other 3 will be in the kitchen, so it'll all tie in nicely, but you'll see that during the kitchen decorate with me. So I just wanted to share those with you. And then I did pick up at Kohl's. So you saw that we cut a piece of glass. Actually, I don't know if I'll have that in before this clip or after, but we cut a piece of glass to go on top of the coffee bar because I am now adding in an espresso machine. But I will get back to you on that in a second. So I wanted something, so the coffee bar itself is actually 38 inches, and the piece of glass, the longest one we could find at Home Depot, was 36. I think it will be fine. I think I can make it work fine. So I want to lay some kind of a runner on that. I want to try this. We'll see if it works. It is exactly 36 inches, but my thing is that I'm probably going to be putting like a coffee pot on this end and a coffee pot on that end because we are keeping the Keurig also. So I'm not sure with like these like rounded edges like that if the coffee pot will sit okay. If not, the coffee pots will sit directly on the glass, and I can use this in between them to put like the cream and sugar and however I'm going to decorate. I really have no idea yet, but we'll work it out as we go. So I found these over at Kohl's. This was like, I don't know, it might have been like $15 or $16. I will have it linked down below, and I'll also link this. I love the quality, very kind of like farmhouse rustic looking, which is what I really liked about them. Kind of looks like cozy blanket or something. So it's just like that braided kind of rug looking placemat and runner. So I will have these linked down below. So back to the Nespresso machine. I have the Keurig K Cafe, which I love, and we will never get rid of our Keurig because we love Dunkin' Donuts coffee pots are our favorite coffee. So I ended up getting the Nespresso Cities, which does strictly espresso. You can get the Nespresso, I think it's like Venturo or something like that, that does coffee also, but we will never use it. We love our Dunkin' pods from Keurig, so we needed to keep the Keurig also. So this one was a little bit smaller. It has the tank that kind of sits behind it, doesn't sit next to it. So I went with this one strictly for size to give me a little bit more room. I will have this exact one linked down in my description box, and you can check it out, and I can give you a little bit of an update in a week or two once I get it all set up to see how I'm going to like it, and I'll let you know. But otherwise, I just have some stuff that I've bought. This is not, like I said, everything. These are all my Nespresso pods. Never even tried them or anything yet, so we will see how that goes. So I'm going to get started. I think I'm going to take everything off and get started with maybe setting up the coffee pots first. Okay, so here's the coffee pot. I've cleaned almost everything off except for I'll take off the Keurig, I'll take off this smaller piece of glass, and then this that I used for my fall coffee bar or Halloween coffee bar. And then I just want to clean underneath it really good. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do the coffee pots or if I'm actually going to start up and then work my way down.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again. To see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. breeze. It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
A sunny day, but it's cold outside. It tingles in my heart. Breathing air that clears my mind. I'm all for a good start. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland. I'm walking around making small talk with people that pass me by. I share a laugh, it gives me joy that everyone's having a good time. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland. No, it's the time of year winter wonderland. My winter wonderland is the time of year. My winter wonderland, my winter wonderland. I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here. My winter wonderland. Oh, my winter wonderland. Oh, my winter wonderland.
Coffee bar for Christmas 2020 has come out so far. As per usual, I'm sure it will change and you will see the total end result in my Christmas home tour, but I think it's really cute. I added a lot, I changed a lot as I always do, and I ended up with this for now, and we'll see what I end up changing. But I add stuff and then I think it just looks too busy, so I take it away. And this is usually an area that I love to add a lot of decor to, just because I don't like it a lot crowded in my kitchen. But I feel like I definitely simplified it a little bit this year, and I love it. You know, simple just always makes me feel a little bit better. So coming up here, this sign was from last year, the Christmas blend hot cocoa served here. I think that was from Joann's last year. And then that's just that large star. Normally I'd put a wreath there, but I love the look of the star just to add something different. And then those two flock trees were from the Target Dollar Spot last year, but the base covers, the metal base covers, were from the Target Dollar Spot this year. And then my little elephant, he is holding the snowflake stir sticks. I do want to put a little kind of candle ring around the base of him. I just couldn't find it right now. I've got so many bins in this other room right now. I'm a little overwhelmed. So coming down here, I don't get a ton of Rae Dunn anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't think I got anything new this year. But I do like the simple look of them, and especially on the Christmas coffee bar. So I did add those 3 Rae Dunn mugs there. And then that little green bell to tie in the green, and then that Mr. Claus mug is from Target. And then down here, of course, is my favorite Keurig. That is always linked in my Amazon store. And then in that Santa's cookies jar is where I have all of my Nespresso pods. They're so cute. They're so tiny. I mean, I'm just not used to them. I'm used to my Keurig. They're tiny little pods. So I have a bunch of different ones in there. I've never even tried them, so I'm going to try that later today. And then in that little Mary canister, I added sugar in there. And then these are those adorable from Amazon little stir spoons that I got, like the one with the little heart at the bottom. And so that little pack is also linked in my Amazon store. And then of course my Nespresso. And then coming down here, I wanted this to be like a little hot cocoa station. So I have my Dunkin' Donuts pods back there. We actually prefer powdered cocoa, so I need to get some of that. But I have the Dunkin' Donut pods over there, and then some snowflake marshmallows back in that other container. And then I just have these hot cocoa stir sticks here, and then I added some of the little Andes mints, and around both of them I added some of the baker's twine. I added the black and white to the bigger jars and the red and white to the smaller ones with the Andes candies in them. And then I just have my caramel and vanilla and pumpkin sauces that you can stir into your coffee. And then that little cocoa rolling pin I made in a DIY last year. And then coming down here, I always just keep my extra hand towels and then my Mrs. Claus Cookie Company towel sticking out of there. And then these two little trees were from the Target Dollar Spot this year. So I hope you all enjoyed my very first Christmas decorating video for 2020. I'm totally in the mood now. I just need to, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of what, there's Kova playing with her toy, but this is what it looks like in that other room. Like an explosion went off. So, Kova. So I'm a little overwhelmed, but that's okay. I'm gonna get to it. Now I'm totally in the mood now that I've decorated my first piece here, or first part of my home. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video gives you a little bit of inspiration for maybe how you could decorate a coffee bar. You don't need to have a freestanding coffee bar. You could just condense this down and add some of these things to a countertop. But if you are new, I hope you will subscribe. I have a lot of decorating videos coming up now. And follow me over on Instagram at decoratewithdana. I've been trying to post a lot more over there also. So I will see you all in my next video. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.